Hi everyone, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks very much for joining us. We've got some wet weather falling around Auckland and northern New Zealand. Very good news. It is not enough to reverse the water shortage crisis, but it's very helpful for the gardens to top up the rainwater tanks. A slight northerly flow out of the subtropics, that's where it's warm, but behind it a slight southwest flow, the two meeting together. That's why the winds are light at the moment after a very windy past few days in Auckland. High pressure on one side, high pressure on the other side. The two are meeting in the middle with those light winds. But at the other end of the country, it's a warmer than average Tuesday, but we've got a colder change coming for Wednesday. This is it here, a wintry change coming out of the Southern Ocean. So taking a look at the snow map, this is for the next 7 days. Now this cold change on Wednesday is going to bring snow flurries to 400 metres in the south, maybe even a little bit lower than that, briefly. 500 metres further up around Canterbury and around Central Plateau down to 800 metres, which could affect the Desert Road, State Highway 1, overnight Wednesday going into Thursday. So that's the snow side of it. The rain side of it, if you go to the very east, there's a little bit of green and blue, almost impossible to see it, but that's showing just a couple of showers clipping Banks Peninsula. Many coastal areas right up here will be in that sort of 5 to 10 millimetre mark over the next 7 days, so that is not very much. But the areas you see in pink-purple colouring, that's around 40 to 60, 70 millimetres. The bright blue, that's taking you over 100 millimetres over the next week. So there's plenty of rain on the west coast, plenty of rain up here in the ranges, but around Auckland where it matters a lot, and Waikato and the surrounding rural areas, the rainfall totals are not overly great, but you might be getting another 20 to 25 millimetres over the next week. That is very good, very helpful. It's not enough to make up for the deficit, but hey, if we get this every week for the next few weeks, that'll make a real difference. So there we go. That's for the next couple of days, or the next 7 days ahead with rain and snow. Now let's get back to the shorter term forecast. Wednesday's setup. There's that windy southerly change coming through. Hail down to sea level around Southland, Otago, and maybe into Canterbury as well. The showers, as we just saw, they're hit and miss, depends on where you are, but there will be some wet weather moving through with that southerly change on Wednesday. There'll be snow on the ranges, and in the North Island, dry to begin with, but showers arrive for you later on. By Thursday, the high tracking across the South Island means after the cold, windy Wednesday, you might have a frosty Thursday. So keep up to date with the frost forecast that you can get at ruralweather.co.nz. But you can see there is a chance for some frosts as that high comes in over the top. In the north, not frosty, but colder. You've got the sou'easters and easterlies blowing showers along that eastern side. There was snow on the ranges that will be easing in the morning, but it does give you an understanding that's a cold sou'easter coming through for you as we get into Thursday. By Friday, light winds in the north. There might be a very low risk of a frost. Again, check the frost forecasts at Weather Watch and Rural Weather. You can see though another surge of colder weather coming through on Friday. Rain on the west coast, rain back into Southland, and warm nor'westers ahead of it. As we go into the weekend, at this stage, this map's changed a couple of times now, but on Saturday, election day, on the course you can all vote now up to then, but on election day itself there could be a front moving up. I say could because yesterday's model showed that front down over the South Island, so the models are still working that out a little bit. There's a fair bit of high pressure around the country for Saturday, and by Sunday the high drifts away. There are a few showers. The weather actually on Sunday pretty settled around New Zealand, not much going on. And if you're a Bathurst fan, I am, out here in New South Wales, the risk of a few afternoon showers. Fingers crossed, nothing like a good downpour to make that race very exciting. So a few things going on, and of course the Bledisloe Cup as well. So enjoy the weekend coming up. We'll update you again though on Wednesday.